Thank you all for attending tonight. I am very, very excited and very happy to announce this is the first public meeting of the Donald J. Trump Kings County Republican Club. This club is going to be a complete welding, merging of the MAGA and MAHA movements, a momentum that is taking the nation by storm, right? There's absolutely no reason why everyone in this country at a bipartisan level cannot imagine America being great. There's not a reason why everyone at a bipartisan level can't imagine America being healthy. These are two concepts that will unite this club and keep us moving forward within New York City, within Brooklyn, the borough, within the state of New York. And I really hope we can all work together to make MAGA and MAHA great and amazing in New York. Thank you. As an attorney, just to refocus on the inequities of our legal system, to my left is Rachel Maniscalco. She has not gotten her job back. She was a tenure teacher, terminated. To my right was Nicole. After 2 years, I was able to get her job back. Under our legal system, they both should be working. Both of them were tenure teachers. The law stated you shall not remove a tenure teacher without due process. Neither one of them got due process. I was able to convince one judge that Nicole should get her job back, and Rachel's judge said no. We went to the Court of Appeals. I want to let every single city worker in here understand what the Court of Appeals has said. The City of New York is allowed to impose a post-hire condition of employment. What does that mean? Something that's outside the four corners of your CBA, outside your contract. If the city doesn't want you to work, you're not going to work anymore. Your unions failed you. The city failed you. The only way to restore yourself is through this club, and what we're going to do, and we're going to get politicians elected that will pass the legislation to reinstate and compensate. The city has billions of dollars for illegal immigrants, but they have no money for the workers who were heroes. They were given a parade during the summer and then fired in September. And this was firemen, this was police, this was sanitation, this was teachers. Like, what was done to city workers is something that can never happen again in New York City. And do not let anyone tell you that the Democrats are protecting working class people, because the Democrats are not. And as Rachel stated, I was a Democrat my entire life. I've recently converted to becoming a Republican. The clipboard, going back to the clipboards on the table, there's a second clipboard. Being at this meeting does not mean you're a member of the Donald J. Trump Kings County Republican Club. What it means is that you came to the meeting, you saw what we're about, and you got to hear people's speak. Every month we're going to have one of these meetings. Every month we're going to have people that go across the aisle. We're going to have Joanne Ariola, City Council. I'm going to try to get us Democrats and Republicans that talk about common sense, that can come to this table and bring us common sense ideas. I'm a firm believer that our government is evil. All government is evil. This is not my quote, right? Quote dates back to Thomas Paine, right? Like, government, this country was founded by men and women who just wanted to worship their religion in peace without any government interference. I don't want anyone, it wasn't founded on capitalism, it wasn't founded on people wanting power. It was founded on people who wanted to worship their God in peace. And that's where we should bring Brooklyn back. Let people live their life how they want to live, in peace, right? If people, my choice until it was government's choice, right? So all of the women, the actual women in this room, for 60 years, the government's been telling you my body, my choice. And all of the women in this room who didn't want to be vaccinated were told you're wrong. You sold your body to government power. And that's what government did. They took government power and said it's government's body, government's choice. Women, men, we need to take back just two basic elements. Men and women, right? We need to take back common sense. So going back to the form that government is evil, government is such an evil that if we don't continually, aggressively fighting back with our democratic powers, we will all be gone. We will all be forgotten. We will all be living. In Venezuela. Like, I don't understand how common sense doesn't dictate, and people see that people are escaping, and they're coming here to make it what they're escaping. It doesn't, the logic isn't there. Socialism's a failure, communism's a failure, it's a 100-year failure. You cannot point to a single example in world's history where communism has been a success. It's never going to be a success. Socialism is never going to be a success. Like, we need to stand ground, stand firm on our liberties, because what's successful is loving your God. What's successful is individual responsibility. When you give your responsibility to the government, you're never getting it back, right? So I stand up here, I know there's a lot of people filled with a lot of rage. What I want people to really focus on is the courage. And I'm looking at people like Rachel, people like Athena, people like Nicole, people like Isaac Valdez, people like Matt Connor. The courage. Imagine the choice when you lost your job because of your points. Like, that is not easy. Many people folded and said, you know what? I'm just going to do what the government says. We as a group in this room, I'm begging you to have the courage to get out there, get our politicians elected, get these men and women on the ballot, work together. I'm not asking everyone to commit thousands of hours. We're talking 8 hours per month. We can, look, this room full of people. Every month we need this room full of people. We can get it done. There's no reason to watch New York City become a communist cesspool. We can get it done. Amen. We got to sacrifice now for a better future.